Welcome, good students, once again to this particular episode. This is paper 311 stroke O3, Blossoms of the Savannah. Excerpts from Blossoms of the Savannah, and the narration is done by Mr. Sherlock. We're going to look at the first excerpt and what kind of questions are examined, or what kind of exam style questions do you expect. So, good students, an exam style question as an excerpt to look like as below. Read the extract below and answer the questions that follow. No, Joseph, she said in an infantile whimper. I can't bear that. We can't express the love that we have for one another because of some primitive culture. If by loving you I offend the sensibilities of Nasila, then let me offend and face the consequences of doing so. I also love you very much, Joseph Parmuat responded finally. I loved you the moment I saw you during your father's homecoming ceremony. But then the clan matter came to separate us. It is true we have no blood relation, but Nasila culture dictates who are related and who are not. We are slaughtered among those who cannot marry. No, it can't be. I cannot accept its verdict, she said petulantly. Her words agonized. No way, never. She stopped, confused and angry with herself at her inarticulate outburst. She took several long, studying breaths and then said, I cannot accept that a culture that does not feed, clothe, or house me comes to control my life. Our lives belong to us. Joseph, the destiny of our lives is in our own hands. We should guard it jealously. At last, they drew a little apart. His eyes were open, honest, and steady upon her face. So, good students, these are an exam side questions of what you are expected by the examiners and sample responses. Question number 1. What happens before this excerpt? In other words, place this excerpt in its immediate context. Tayo visits Joseph's bachelor house. She expresses her infatuation rather. Joseph feels infatuated too. She sobs uncontrollably. That goes for 3 marks. Question number 2. For both Joseph and Tayo, give and illustrate 2 character traits. Joseph is responsible. He has self-control aimed at preventing the duo from messing up. Number 2, he is patriotic. He chooses to take the sides with the Nasila culture. He feels they should not break the norms. Tayo is loving. She has strong feelings for Joseph. She is assertive. She is ready to offend sensibilities of Nasila culture for love. She is equally sacrificing. She is ready to risk herself for love. How is dialogue significant in this excerpt? 4 marks. Dialogue is significant in this excerpt that it brings out Tayo's interrogative nature. She skeptically questions the enslaving nature of Nasila culture. And I quote, "I cannot accept culture that does not fit me." She poses that culture should be beneficial. Question number 4, which also comes with 4 marks. Explain how any 2 thematic concerns addressed in the excerpt. Now, the first one is love. Tayo and Joseph expresses their views towards love. She feels it should be let to grow, while he feels culture should restrain love feelings. Culture. Culture is the second thematic aspect that comes out in this text. Their love relationship is held at ransom by culture that objects love between people of the same clan. From elsewhere, the last question, in the novel, how does Joseph sacrifice for his love? Tayo. He accepts to be the contact man in the mission of rescuing Tayo. He makes her captors drunk, leading to her escape. The captors later they kill him. Good students, this marks the end of today's session and in this particular episode. If you've not watched the previous episodes, I would humbly request that you go back so that you can have a clear order of events as we had been going and as we are hoping and expecting to sit for the exams. And for those who are sitting exams this year, I wish you the very, very, very best and find this particular video helpful.